Hey team, I wanted to share with you some wisdom from Orville Thompson, our heroic leader of Sensi, that he had shared with us leaders on the leadership call this morning. And there was a few things that I really wanted to touch base on because they really said a lot to me, and I felt like that they would help you guys all as well. And it was way too much to type out, and I figured I could actually express myself a little better in a video. So here it goes. Okay, the first thing was about recruiting. And one of the things he said was, okay, first of all, I want to tell you a story. Yeah, I'm going to get off subject here, but when I went to Spring Sprint in Minnesota, Jen and I were going to, what we were planning on going to was a leadership breakout, and somehow we ended up in customer service breakout. Well, that was probably me. It's okay. I goofed up. But when the lady started her, breakout thing, she introduced herself. She said she was with Sensi for 5 years and was only a superstar consultant because she sucked at recruiting. Now, yes, this was not a breakout on recruiting. It was about customer service, but still. Immediately, I was completely turned off by this person because she introduced herself with a negative rather than being positive. And Jen and I just kind of looked at each other like, okay. And really, it set the tone for the whole thing. It was not good. And I just thought to myself, yeah, you're not good at recruiting because you just told yourself and you told all of us you're not good at recruiting. So why would you be? And I know people, you can tell yourself you're great at recruiting and maybe not be, but God, you're going to be a lot better than if you go ahead and start out your speech saying right off front, you're a terrible recruiter. And it really made me think. And one of the things that Orville talked about today too was, with the recruiting, we have amazing recruiting tools. Sensi provides us with a lot of stuff that will help us recruit. Plus, there are groups out there that have great ideas. And I mean, seriously, there is so much out there for us to use. The problem is that those tools aren't going to use themselves. They need us. And if we don't use them, we aren't going to recruit. It still comes down to you. It doesn't matter if you have the best tools in the world to help you recruit. If you cannot get out there and ask people, the chances of you recruiting are going to be slim. And that was the one thing that really struck me when she said right off the bat, I'm terrible at recruiting. Well, I thought, yeah, you are because you think you are and you have it in your mind that you are. And if you're not one that wants to recruit, that's fine. That is, up to you whether you want to build a team or not. Some people don't, and that's okay. It really is. It's completely up to you what level you want to take this to. But for those of you that want to recruit, ask yourself, are you telling yourself that you're a bad recruiter? Are you using the tools that are given to you? I mean, just because you have them all does not mean they're going to get out there by themselves and bring in those recruits for you. So that's the thing you've got to talk to yourself about. Now, I challenge you all to grab a sheet of paper and label it, 1 through whatever, put all the dates on it, and every day I want you to write on there, I am a rock star recruiter. If you're one that is wanting to recruit and you're wanting to change your mindset, because even though I just told you, you know what, you can't think that and you can't be like telling yourself you're a bad recruiter, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and go, you know what, I'm a great recruiter because my director told me so. You need to change your mindset. And I challenge you to take that piece of paper and write it down. And I mean, usually a sheet of paper has got probably about 30 lines on it. So that's a month's worth. If in a month's time, I'm thinking you're going to change some of your thought processes at least a little bit to help you be a better recruiter. And again, that's if you want to, but I really challenge you, if you want to build a team, let's do it. And let's get you guys up there in recruiting because I know you can do it. I know it can be done, and I know there are people out there that want to join. They just got to find that right person. And that's the other thing. You can't just sign somebody up and be like, okay, you're on your own. If you want to be an amazing recruiter and a mentor, you need to be with them and help them. And you know, keep in touch with them and stuff. And I admit I'm a little guilty of that myself. I get busy and there's times when, oh my gosh, well, you guys know I get behind on sending out incentives, stuff like that. But seriously, I'm working a lot harder at. You know, nobody's perfect, but when you go to recruit somebody, you should be connecting with that person and they should be connecting with you. And that's how you're going to get recruits. It's not just going to be these fancy tools or this, you know, this sheet that you got that's got all the perfect answers on it about why they should join. It's going to be really more to deal with you, and they're going to connect with you. So do a little thinking on that. I bet you some of you are a lot better recruiters than you think you are. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was this whole thing that, you know, Scentssy's been talking about for probably 6-8 months now, this childlike wonder. I don't think a lot of people understand what they mean by it. And this is when Orville talked about it today on the call. And really, I kind of got it, but I didn't fully get it until he pretty much spelled it out for us all. And it's not just, you know, that you should be back like when you were a kid and coloring on the sidewalks with sidewalk chalk or running through the sprinklers or anything like that. I mean, hey, that's great. If you want to do that, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. But I think they're referring more to of when you first signed up for Scentsy or Velada. Remember when you first signed up and you were so excited and you thought, oh my gosh, I can do anything with this. I am going to rule the world with Scentsy. I mean, that's basically, you had those thoughts. You thought, this is going to be the best thing ever. I am going to make this huge and I am going to go to the top, and heck, I'm going to be a superstar director in 5 months and whatever. I mean, you had dreams and you thought, oh, this is going to be the best thing. And you know what? Sometimes some of those dreams fall a little flat. It happens to all of us. Believe me. I mean, at this point in time, I thought I'd be further than I am. But hey, I'm still very happy for what I've accomplished. And I think some of you need to look back and realize what you have accomplished. You've done some pretty incredible things. And that really takes, you know, you need to take some time and think and go, you know what? I am pretty awesome. And think back to when you signed up and you had all those dreams and those hopes. Actually, I challenge you. Go back on your Facebook pages and look at what you posted when you first signed up. Screenshot it and post it on our team page. I bet you're going to be just shocked at some of the stuff and how excited you were. And maybe that'll bring back some of that little childlike wonder that you had when you first joined Scentsy or Velada. So when we have the Chasing Fireflies warmer, and you know, Heidi says to stop and chase those fireflies, and remember, remember when you first grabbed out that scent tester, that first one out of your kit, and you pulled that out and you smelled it, and like me, I remember my daughter was over, Ashley, and we played the game where we went through and tried to guess what the scents were. And I was actually pretty darn good at it from the beginning. There were a few, yeah, you know, couldn't get. But there were some that you were pretty good at. And how much fun you had going through that kit. And you were like, oh, I got this warmer. And oh, if you got a buddy, you got that buddy. And this is the bar you got. And just stuff like that. Now, we have a new catalog coming up. Perfect time to get that childlike wonder back. I dare you all on March 1st. To pretend we are all brand new consultants. This is all new, and you know what? The possibilities are endless. The sky's the limit. We can do whatever we want. We can make this. We can grow our teams to 100, you know, 500, whatever your goal happens to be. Heck, if it's 10, whatever. But that you can do it, and this is a great time to start over. I really wanted to see you guys post some of these posts about signing up, though, and how excited you were, because I think that you're going to be surprised how really excited you were, and maybe some of that will come back to you. And I'll be looking for mine, too, believe me, because seriously, it's been almost 3 years for me, so I'm, you know, a little forgetful, you know, in more ways than one, as we all know. So let's try to get some of that childlike wonder back in the team. And I think that we can do it. Actually, I know we can do it because this team is amazing. Now, the last thing I wanted to cover, and this one's going to be a little more sensitive. Some of you may think I'm talking directly to you. I'm not talking to anyone in particular, so please don't get all uptight and upset, because it's not the case. But I had to share something with you. There was a group of directors talking, and we all had watched Jimmy Fallon one night. It was really kind of funny last week. And Taylor Swift happened to be on. Now, I never thought in a million years that I would be quoting Taylor Swift. Seriously, I mean, she's a good artist and everything, but yeah, never would have thought it. But there was something that she said that several of us went, huh. And it clicked on so many levels that we were like, wow, that really makes a lot of sense. I know, scary, right? Taylor Swift. But anyway, and if you love Taylor Swift, I don't mean to be insulting or anything like that. She's just, I don't know. I don't really know her that well as far as an artist or anything, but I just, like I said, never thought I'd be quoting her. The thing she said was, if you chase two rabbits, you will lose them both. And to me, that was like, wow, that made so much sense. And it's like there's so many people, and I see, and not just our team, oh my gosh, by far, not even close to just our team, but you see all these people on Facebook jumping on the newest direct sales product or business or fad or whatever, and as soon as something else new comes out, it's the greatest thing, and then they're doing another one, and then there's another one, and before you know it, they're failing at all of them. And you think, I know for me, it's hard enough to keep Scentsy and Velada straight, and that's from the same company, let alone throwing any other ones in there. If you are okay with being a hobbyist and that's your thing, this is not a, kind of a thing for you. But if you're thinking you really, really want to grow a team, you really want to get somewhere, then you need to grab onto one dream and not be chasing, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've seen some, believe me, it's crazy. And like I said, I'm not talking to like just our team, because believe me, there's a few of them that I went to boot camp with that do the same thing. And I was like, really, girls? You're a director and you're doing all this, but that's far, don't even need to go there. So really, my thought is, if you can focus on the one dream, you have a much better chance of reaching those levels that you want to reach. Instead of chasing all these different dreams down, or trying to, and you're grasping at one, but then you have to run the other way and grasp at another one, and oh my gosh, and this one wants you to do this, and next thing you know, you're standing there and you're exhausted and all your dreams are flowing away and you don't have the energy to even chase down one. So I hope this makes some sense. And again, like I said, I'm not talking to anyone in particular, but just remember that the grass is greener where you water it. Even though on the other side of that fence it may look amazing over there, it may not be so great. And also, let's say that you have a dream and it's maybe not be with Scentsy or Velada. Then that might be something you have to think about too. Instead of thinking, wow, you might have found a new dream that you'd rather chase, then do it. Really, I mean, I have more respect for someone who decides that, you know what, even though I love this product, I'd rather be a customer rather than a consultant, than to go ahead and have you trying to just break yourself up, because that's not fair to you. It's not fair to your customers or your team if you have one, because not everybody has teams, so that's, but do what's right for you and choose where your dreams and your passions lie. And if it is two things, good luck. I wish you all the luck in the world, because it may be a long, hard road for you. If it's more than 3, I don't know how you're going to manage. I mean, seriously, you're on your own on that one. But I just feel like, for me, I know even with just the 2 that are in the same company, it's like, let alone adding some other ones. So anyway, that's my thoughts for today. I hope this helps you guys some. Remember, let's get that childlike wonder back. I know we can. and let's make March 1st like brand new for all of us. Write down, you are a rock star recruiter, because you are. You can do it. You can be amazing. You just need to actually step out and say something. And I promise you that I will work on the fact that I don't think I'm great at parties, but I'm working on it. So, alrighty, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. I cannot wait to see who posts screenshots of their first post on Facebook or wherever, even Instagram, whatever, on when they signed up for Scentsy, because I think that it's going to be kind of fun and exciting. So, we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of February. March is going to be absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to start over with you all and have that childlike wonder back of how great it was when we first signed up. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.